What's going on, guys? Welcome back to BlackTideTV. Today you're watching the Black Ops 3 Survival Guide, the very first episode. This is the guide that you're going to want to go to for all your survival tips and all your tips on doing great in Black Ops 3 multiplayer. Today we're talking about the burst fire weapons in Black Ops 3. The burst fire weapons have kind of been getting a bad rap lately in Call of Duty. In Advanced Warfare, they weren't very great. They were usable, but they weren't anything super special. Black Ops 3, however, is an entirely different story. The burst fire weapons in this game are unreal. If you are not using a burst fire weapon in this game, you're probably going to be competing with a lot of people that are using burst rifle weapons, because a lot of people have already figured out this simple trick for doing good at multiplayer in Black Ops 3, and that is to use your burst fire weapons. Black Ops 3 introduces a brand new kind of, I'll call them actions. It's a new action weapon. An action in a weapon is like how it actually works. So say like a rifle, for instance, a hunting rifle in real life, you could have a lever action where you pull the lever out and you pull it back in, and then your next bullet is chambered. You can have a pump action where you pump it. You can have a semi-automatic where you don't have to worry about working the action. It works itself. There's also automatic and burst fire weapons. So those are kind of actions in general, but Black Ops 3 introduces a brand new action that we have not seen in Black Ops or in Call of Duty as a whole before. Black Ops 3 has new weapons that are auto burst rifles. So this is how it works. And there's actually more than rifles. You can get light machine gun. There's a light machine gun and a submachine gun that's auto burst as well. So how the auto burst works is it's a burst fire weapon, and you can certainly pull the trigger every burst if you want. But if you hold down the trigger, these auto burst rifles are going to burst themselves. So they're going to shoot the first three, and they're going to keep following up with the next three bullets. The next three bullets. For instance, on the Xr2, the Xr2 that you're seeing right now is an auto burst rifle. So these are a brand new kind of style of weapon in Call of Duty. We've never seen this before in a Call of Duty game. The auto burst rifles are very cool, and they make using a burst rifle way easier. Generally, what I find when I'm using a semi-automatic or a burst weapon is your brain gets stuck trying to do too many things at once. Generally, when you're working on a burst weapon, you have to focus on using the burst. So you have to shoot the burst, and then you have to remember to pull the trigger again to shoot the next burst. And at the same time, you're moving and aiming and doing all that. So you're moving, aiming, trying to pull the trigger rapidly. It gets to be a lot of things for the brain to focus on. But with auto burst, you can just let the thing go. You can pull the trigger, hold it down, and let your gun go wild while you just focus on moving and aiming. So it makes burst weapons a lot easier to use, and that's not the only thing. That's not the only reason why you want to be using burst weapons in this game. The main reason why that's just a pointing out kind of idea is that you can use an auto burst rifle. If you're not 100% comfortable with using a burst rifle, you can gravitate towards the auto bursts and you'll still be okay. Now, that's not the main reason why you should be focusing on burst weapons in Black Ops 3. Why you should be is because they're uber powerful. The burst weapons in this game are unreal how good they are. Ever since I unlocked the Xr2, I started using the Xr2. It's just mind-boggling how crazy effective these weapons are. A burst weapon in this game, no matter what burst kind of weapon it is always going to get you a kill in one burst or less. So the or less is, you can kind of put an asterisk on, because I haven't seen the actual stats or the testing. I just feel like I've gotten kills in less than a full burst, especially with the Farrow Smg. But burst weapons in this game, you're generally getting a kill in a burst. You don't have to really worry about firing a second burst to get them. Sometimes the weapons are a bit inaccurate, and you're going to have to fire a second burst just to get shots on target. But if you're hitting all bullets in your burst on one target, you're going to get a kill in one burst with every single burst fire weapon in the game. So let's go over some of the burst fire weapons that are in the game so far. We don't know if there's going to be weapons released to the game after launch, like in the DLC packs, but these are the burst weapons right now. So we've got the Xr2 Assault Rifle, which you're seeing right now. That's a 3-shot auto burst. We've got the M8A7, which is also an assault rifle. I have not experienced the M8A7 yet. I haven't unlocked it, but it's just a regular burst rifle. That's a 4-round burst regular rifle, so you're going to have to actually work the burst on that one. I feel like that one's going to be really overpowered. I feel like it's gonna be like a 3 or 4 shot kill because of how powerful it is, and how high up and how like elite it is to get that weapon. I think it's like a level 47 or something unlocked, so it's an intense weapon to get, and I think it's going to be really, really powerful. Now, there's also the Farrow Smg, which you're going to see a video in the future on. This is my new favorite gun in the entire game. The Farrow Smg is unreal how powerful it is. It's like a 4-round burst submachine gun. It's an auto burst as well, and I actually think it gets 3-shot kills sometimes. This is a very, very powerful submachine gun. It's very fast firing. It's very easy to use. The only thing you have to worry about is the reload speed on it. There's also the BO3 sniper rifle. So this one's a bit weird. It's a charge burst sniper. So that sounds very, very strange. I might do a video on it in the future just because it's so weird. But basically you charge up your shot and then it fires a 3-round burst of sniper bullets, and you can get a 1-shot kill with any one of those sniper bullets. So the 3-round burst, completely useless, but it's a super powerful sniper rifle. There's also the RK5 pistol, which I highly recommend you use on every single class you're using. Put the RK5 on your secondary in close quarters, which is where you should be using the RK5. Insta-kill with a 1 3-round burst is very, very powerful. The last one is the 48 Dredge, which is intense because it is a 6-round burst light machine gun. This is something that we've never seen before in Call of Duty. Call of Duty is getting a bit intense with the rounds and the burst. Like, at first we only saw 3, now we got into 4. 6-round burst light machine gun, and it will get you a kill in like 3 bullets out of that 6-round burst. So the light machine gun is very intense too. So what you should take away from this survival guide episode: use your burst fire weapons. They're very, very powerful, and the auto bursts are super cool as well. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like and tune in tomorrow for our first look camo at the Arctic Camo, which comes from the campaign mode.